Hello everyone and welcome back to the Raven Tarot. My name is Joey for anyone that is new here. Hi, how are you all? So, sexy souls, this is a sexy kind of video. We will probably be talking about sex, and I'm a bit awkward in the way I phrase things. I'm trying not to be too much vulgar with the way I say things, because if you knew me in person, I'm a quite I talk about sex very openly with my friends, and yeah, but on here I just don't know how to word it the right way without people being like, what did you just say? But I know most of you already know what I'm like and how I am in my readings and everything. So yeah, these are the three piles, and sorry about the angle. I'm gonna work on getting a new setup and everything, because right now it's just a bit like bleh. But yeah, not gonna let that stop me. So I'm going to be talking about maybe for people who are in relationships, or this could be someone who is single, but you would need to have someone in mind when you are thinking on choosing one of the three piles. And anything else I need to say? No, I think that's it. We'll just get straight into the video because I want this to be fun and quick, and yeah. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So pause the video if you need to, go grab a coffee if you're not sure, come back and maybe it'll pop in your head, or I don't know, masturbate. Okay, too far already. I'm going too far. Anyway, so let's start with pile number 1. Okay, so pile number 1, we're just going to start by saying that I will show you the cards a bit more clearly as I'm maybe talking about them. Sorry I don't have a wide angle camera, but yeah. The first thing I want to say is that this is someone who is attracted to a person that makes other people interested in them. So it's kind of coming from socializing, because with the Queen of Swords I feel like they are attracted to someone who knows exactly what they're about and knows how to voice their opinion, and that's very attractive to them, and they're like, oh, you're so badass, like you just completely know how to end a conversation when it needs to stop. Like, you're the way that you are. If this is for someone who's in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, they're attracted to someone that is just like no bullshit, okay? But as well, they are someone who likes this magician kind of energy. They like someone who is able to talk about what they want to manifest, because I really feel like they just really want someone who is intelligent as well. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up here from the magician card. They want someone who brings that spark back and gives them a thought of like, whoa, you've opened my mind, almost like a rebirth. The biggest thing for them is rebirth, and I feel like they've gone through a lot of this with this baby rising up and this energy here from this judgment card. I feel like they've had it kind of rough, and I feel like they just want someone in their life that is not going to sugarcoat things but also not be too harsh at the same time. Because with this tarot card, like, it's kind of like they really need someone who they can go through everything with, and it's kind of like when things get shit for them, they what really gets them going is they're attracted to someone who just understands their past. That's the biggest thing I'm picking up here. They really want someone who just understands their past, and I really feel like in the home environment, they want someone who's like a best friend. That really is what gets them going. That really turns them on, is just having someone that makes them feel comfortable. And I feel like you would be, the both of you could be like walking around naked, and it would just be like comfortable, but at the same time, like, you would be cracking jokes, because I really feel like the way that they're very attracted to people's smiles and the way that they look at you. So kind of like giving them a dirty look, but in a sexual way, that really, really turns them on. And it's something about, if you're in a relationship or you know them, they're attracted to, what turns them on about you is if you, something about the way that you smile. It's kind of like that little like smirk, kind of like you don't want to laugh or you don't want to smile, but you just give them that look and that kind of like smirk. That's what I'm picking up. As well, feel like they're very, very outgoing, and they're the type of people that what turns them on is the idea of going on dates. So like, oh, we're going to go on dates, it's going to be so hot, blah 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 blah, it's going to be romantic. So definitely what turns them on is romance. That gets them kind of like excited. It's like it's like before the foreplay, there's got to be a special date. Okay, so and I really feel like they are wanting someone that they can be proud of, being proud of having that kind of perfect relationship where both of you respect each other. That's what they want. They want someone who they can be proud to call their partner. Okay, so yeah, but yeah, something about this whole energy is telling me that they just really, really want someone who, what turns them on the most is having those mind-blowing conversations, like talking about like anything philosophical, like even if they talk about things like law of attraction. That's a big one. Law of attraction, I feel like for them, something that they're like, oh, you get me. And there's someone, I feel like there's someone who wants to have an awakening. Maybe they've went through an awakening, but they also kind of want someone that is more awakened than them in sometimes a different way. Yeah. This is, I love this. I really, really. This person seems very, very genuine. They just had it a bit hard. They've had a lot of like past life kind of karma coming, and it's kind of like they don't really ask for much. All they ask is for someone who they can go on dates with, also be proud to have people around them. They want someone who is intelligent and knows how to communicate clearly. Conversations for them is a big thing. Having meaningful conversations and not kind of trying to sugarcoat things. They've went through too much sugarcoating. And yeah, just as well, it's not like they're like there's a specific part of the body. It's just that the look. It's the look, and I feel like they're someone who's kind of a little bit psychic, and like they pick up on what people are thinking, even if they don't even know that they do that. So yeah. But that is all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you would like a personal reading from me, I'm doing readings for £30 for 30 minutes, and the link is in the description to my Etsy shop. Thank you so much for watching. And goodbye. Sorry. Hello anyone that has chosen pile number 2. So let's just start off by saying, or talking about this card. This card for me is kind of telling me that there's something about them where they are very much, when it comes to like having desires and sexual urges, it's very sensory overload. So they're very much someone who is into like you know, what do you call it? If you were to walk in and you're wearing like a kinky outfit, they would be so into that. They're into the more like, I'm not going to say S&M, but they're into that kind of stuff. And as well here, I'm picking up that just the biggest thing here is they might be someone who likes to watch porn. So if that's something that you would be open to doing with that person, that would be good, because definitely they're very much visually, it's more visual for this who is pile number 2. Another thing here I'm picking up with the 3 of Cups over here is that they may be someone who likes to flirt. They love to flirt, and at times that's what they do to wind. They like to wind either you up, or if you don't know this person or you don't properly know them and you aren't in a relationship, they like to wind you up because they know that will, I don't know, it's kind of like what turns them on is getting woman angry, and then it leading to kind of like that anger sex or like frustration. Just like, it's not like they're trying to like really have a argument or anything, but sometimes it goes too far. With the 10 of Swords here, it's like it goes too far sometimes, and sometimes on a higher level, it's like you can't do this all the time. So this is a confusing one. But I don't with the 7 of Swords here, I don't feel like they're the type of person who would cheat. It's coming from it's coming from with this 2 of Cups. It's like they really do want a perfect relationship, a harmonious, like everything's kind of even Stevens. That's the kind of relationship that they want, but it's something to do with the these devil horns. It's like something that they wish that they could get over, like having these kind of addictions to like maybe watching porn, or having these like kind of twisted kind of fantasies and things like that. I think they're big into that, or like knowing that flirting would wind you up just so that you would be like this 7 of Wands being like, listen bitch, kind of. It's just like when I said it earlier on, like sensory overload, it's like they love the drama. I don't know what it is, and sometimes it scares them, like, will they have to leave if they go too far with this 10 of Swords and this 7 of Swords reversed? But they would never, for me, I don't really feel like they would ever cheat. They just like to wind you up. And that's kind of the main thing that I'm picking up. I don't know why I'm picking this up as well. Something to do with, I was picking up breath just from this fog. I feel like they like things to get really steamy. So maybe in the shower, or just when things are really like hot. So I'm feeling like steam rooms and showers as well, like that kind of stuff. And the biggest thing I picked up was like your breath. So being able to hear your breath doesn't necessarily mean that you have to talk, just, you know, that heavy passion and then that heavy breath that comes along with it. So that's kind of what I'm feeling from this. You're probably not getting where I'm getting this from, but I'm not really going to explain it. That's what I feel, because I'm really just going on intuition here, and I'm not really reading the cards that much. Something else that I am picking up on is that they like to be chased as well, and they kind of know that they do that a lot, And it's another thing, like they don't know why they do it. They just have to do it. They like people giving them attention is the main thing. Like over here, there's this girl and she's looking, she's the one who's wearing like the belly top and the, you know what I mean? But to wind this girl up, this guy here is paying attention to the more elegant lady over here who's just kind of like, but really it's just to wind these other girls up that are kind of like, hey babes, look at me, I've got a belly button piercing and I've got my arm around you over here, and like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like likes to ignore the people who are giving them attention. I'm saying he, sorry, but yeah, most of my viewers are female, actually like 95%. According to analytics, so I'm gonna keep saying he now. But yeah, anything else I'm picking up? Just maybe try and look at things from a different perspective with this person, because don't feel like you have to get like in an argument for them to. That's very twisted, you see. This is why I'm thinking like twist. It's just like they like the ups and the downs. They like the drama. They like being chased. They like things just being overly like overly overwhelming. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Like everything needs to be heightened for them. And they're not afraid of this drama, this intensity, because that's kind of what they're used to. At the same time, it's a fear of theirs because they don't want to walk out, but they feel like that's what sometimes they would have to do, because people don't really understand where they're coming from, but it's something that's coming from a higher part of them, and it's an addiction. If there is an addiction there as well, it's an addiction, or it's just a behavior that they have to learn how to understand and how to maybe control it a bit more. Because I'm not saying this is bad, but it's just very intense, and it's like you need a bit of guidance on how you can kind of neutralize things in your life. And this I always see this is like a higher dimension being like, hello, balance things out a bit. And I feel like as well yeah. Something to tell me here, someone will get what I mean, but I feel like two people are mirroring each other as well, and doing kind of have that, two people being like that can end up being a bit too toxic, is what I'm feeling here. So yes, but that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you would like a reading with me, the link to my Etsy shop is down below, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Hello, pile number 3. Sorry that you can't really see all of the cards properly in the frame. As I said, I'm working on getting a better setup. Don't be thrown off by this or this, because I'm going to be reading this. I don't know exactly how I'll put it out, but it's not as bad as you think. For anyone that reads tarot and sees 3 of Swords, they're going to be like, oh my god, they're a heartbreaker. It's not like that at all. With this card, for example, we'll start from this. They're someone who is either attracted to someone who knows how to be vulnerable, but or they are someone who is very vulnerable themselves. But that is something that really like turns them on, is having someone who's not afraid to cry, who's not afraid to show their true self in a way. As well, I don't know why, but I'm really feeling like they really like a partner who can balance their finances, and also who looks after themselves. I don't know what it is, but they're someone who likes people who wear is not afraid to show that they have money, not in a egotistical way, but kind of like they are attracted to people who wear like designer clothes, or have a sense of style, let's just say. That's one of the main things. These two energies here is they really like embracing someone. It's a big thing, and also I feel like you know when you hug someone and it's so tight, and that embrace is kind of like you can feel their heartbeat. That's something that all links in with this. So that kind of really looking into each other's eyes and then hugging each other, and it's squeezing so tight that you're healing like parts of yourself that in the past might have you went through a lot of shit. So I feel like this person has they may have a tendency to feel sorry for themselves a lot, or kind of moan a lot, or just want you to be there for them, to hug them. And that's kind of what I'm picking up here. Also, funny enough, there's someone who likes to, I don't know, maybe get a little bit frisky in public with this sun card. Like, I feel like this is up on a balcony or something, and maybe, like, I don't know, getting caught in public is something that they would really get off on, or even like if you're at home, like leaving the curtain open. Like, I'm looking at this window, I'm not looking at this, but like leaving that window open so that people can see in, and just, you know, you both going at it. And yeah, that's something that they kind of enjoy in a way with this card and this card. But what else am I feeling here? I feel like this person has a tendency, something. It's kind of twisted, but I feel like this person sometimes might tell like little white lies to change, to get them out of a situation. So like if things are going kind of wrong, they would rather just spice things up by telling a little white lie. And also kind of, I don't like this part, but kind of telling lies in a way to make you feel sorry for them, because they like that. They like that, like, oh, I'm sorry you feel like that. And then it's like loads of affection and this like 10 of Cups energy, and then it's kind of yeah. I also feel like they're very feminine energy. If they're male, they're someone who has a lot of feminine energy, with this and this. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. So if you are a female and they are male, just know that they like someone who's got their shit together in this world. They're really attracted to someone who's that more grounded energy, that Pentacles energy, because I really feel like they're that emotional Cups and Swords energy. So they could be a water sign or an air sign, but they really want someone who is like an earth sign. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like that's what they like as well with the sun. The sun is masculine energy, and I feel like that's why they also might be the person that is more up for doing things in the morning rather than nighttime, because I feel like at nighttime sometimes, I don't know, I don't know, it's just dark. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I don't know. It's just like they like being able to see you. I don't know. I don't know what that is about. Picking that up, so I had to say it. And anything else? I feel like something's telling me that this person is also maybe into, like, I don't know, body paint or like glitter. I don't know why I'm saying this, but that's what I'm feeling. Just looked at this and, like, I don't know, maybe you could experiment with like drizzling some chocolate over them and licking it off, or some kind of edible glitter. I don't know. That's I don't know why it is, but something to do with making your body some sort of art. I don't know. That is something that I'm picking up on as well. Trying to see anything else. What else? One thing about them, I feel like just they have a tendency to be a bit of a pest because they are constantly needing someone, and that's something that I feel like they need to work on. Is like, just don't always get annoyed with them. I just think that you need to talk to them like, okay, if you're not someone who wants to be the healer, maybe just bring up like, can't always talk, like that you're, stop always moaning, kind of, in a way, because it's kind of draining for you if you're in a relationship. But yeah, that's just the only thing. It might become very draining that they are a bit of a complainer because they crave the healing aspect of the relationships that they're in. So yes, that's it. That's all I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching, and if you would like a private reading, the link to my Etsy shop is in the description down below. And yeah, that's it. I will see you all in the future. Goodbye.